Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to take a look at The Warning playing at Pinkpop. We're going to be looking in particular at the song Apologize, which is one track we haven't really featured too much this year. They just finished up their festival tour with some headlining slots in Europe, which was a smashing success by all accounts. This was the very last gig on June 22nd, and we have a nice stream here to look at. Now, normally I try to avoid these streams because they tend to get copyrighted and often will result in copyright strikes and things. But I believe that the case with this one is that there's just a few songs that will get completely blocked. Maybe that's just to avoid having people put up the entire thing. But we're going to take our chances and we're going to look at Apologize today. So this song we haven't looked at since February. So I'm looking forward to checking it out again. Of course, we get some pow screaming in here and a large range of dynamics, from the band. Yep, there's that. But they also whisper, So we like the song. We've heard great things about this gig, and we're going to give it a shot right now. If this works out, we'll look at a bunch of tracks from this show, and maybe there's other stuff out there we can revisit too. Okay, let's check this out. We'll discuss afterwards.
All righty.
I only ache in the wake of a broken down for there is no thrill in the crime. I have lost all pleasure. Skin on skin means nothing if there is no blood to bleed. Simply quenching hunger doesn't kill the need. Hands always move on their own. Self-inflicted torture, feel, imitate, simulate, futuristic horrors, basking in the glory of our manufactured lies. Fade away to nothing, 'cause no, nothing will suffice. I don't mean to make you nervous, I've been sad but not depressed. Wasting breath, waiting for nothing, 'cause you won't apologize. Apologize. You know mess that you made, well, not to the blame at the end of the day. So easy to say, it's not your fault now. It's not your fault now. Missed It's not your fault, no. Thank you very much, Pink Pop.
All right, what'd you think, Adrian?
The show looks like a blast. I wish I was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it just looks like the band as well as the audience are really enjoying themselves.
Yeah, things are going well.
And also, this song reminded me of how well Danny can emote when she sings.
Yep. I mean, there's a number of songs that will do that for sure, but yeah, I agree. I think this is one of their most original songs, particularly on this album. It doesn't really sound like anything else I can point my finger at. This particular song, like I said, was the last one they started performing, and there's just a lot of elements to it that seem sort of original. You know, even just to the part where they're screaming apologize and doing the zzzz like that with the slide. You saw Danny with the slide on her finger. This is the only song where she plays with a slide at the moment. The other part of why this was the last song they started performing live was Pow, trying to coordinate playing heavy drums while also screaming, you know, which is not easy. So I do like the song a lot. I think it stands out. It's kind of like its own thing, you know. It's kind of unique in their catalog.
Well, it's a favorite of mine, definitely. One of my very favorite Warning songs.
Well, one thing I like about this is that they're indoors, but also outdoors. It's one of those pavilions that you see. So they are covered from the sun, the direct sunlight. My understanding is it was still pretty hot in there, you know, but that it was at least not the sizzle fest that we often have seen in some of these later shows on the tour that the Warning had to go through, where it was extremely hot and sometimes dangerously hot. And again, you know, anybody out there who plans festivals, you know, there are ways to avoid that. Please do your best to do that, you know, for the sake of the performers. But yeah, it looks pretty good in there, I must say. So we definitely want to check out more. We'll keep trying with this, and if it goes well, you know, maybe we'll go back and try to find some things from Hellfest, maybe even Rock Am Ring. But I got to be honest, I've heard some of the Rock Am Ring stream, and it's very choppy. It's missing a lot of stuff, while this is nice and clean.
The shots are spectacular here, too.
Yeah, good camera work. You know, it's a professional job, and very well done.
I'm impressed with the close-ups of everything.
So, folks, if you have a particular favorite you'd like us to look at, let us know. All right, there's some that I can tell you right away whether or not they're going to be all right or not, but others, maybe we'll take our chances. All right, leave those below, and any other details you want to add. Of course, if you were at this show, let us know what it was like there, how your experience was. We always love hearing about that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, take care, folks.
See you all later.